Hi everybody, Dr. Saira here, Naturopathic Doctor at Vitamart.ca. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to strengthen your immune system with these 8 tips. And so there are 3 questions you can ask yourself to see whether or not you have a weak immune system. Question number 1 is, do you feel like you catch colds easily? Question number 2, do you feel like you are constantly battling this low-grade illness that just doesn't really seem to go away? Question number 3, maybe you don't get sick as often, but when you do get sick, it takes you longer than 2 weeks to recover. So if you answered yes to these above questions, you most likely have a weakened or compromised immune system. Now, this can result from a variety of different reasons, the main ones being chronic stress, chronic lack of sleep, an unbalanced diet, lack of activity, chronic exposure to mold and other chemicals, and then autoimmune conditions can also weaken your immune system. So our immune system is our primary line of defense against the outside world. Our immune system functions to protect us from environmental agents like mold, chemicals, and allergens that we are exposed to on an everyday basis. And so our immune system is always on and it's always working. Now, there are 2 very important defense mechanisms within the immune system, and those are the external defenses and the internal defenses. The external defenses are our first line of defense within our immune system. So these external defenses really prevent entry of the pathogen into our bodies in the first place. So your external defenses consist of your skin, saliva, tears, beneficial gut bacteria, and stomach acid. Internal defenses come into action once the external defenses have failed and now the pathogen has already entered the body. And so internal defenses consist of your white blood cells and antibodies. As you can see, our immune system has multiple layers of defense. Once one fails, another one is ready to act. The secret to strengthening the immune system lies within strengthening those internal and external defenses. And so to have an effective, well-balanced immune system means that you are not getting sick as often, and if you are getting sick, your immune system can quickly come into action and you recover fairly quickly. 8 tips for a strong immune system. Tip number 1 is eat for the season. Poor dietary choices can really deplete your immune system. So it's really important to focus on a whole foods diet that is high in good quality proteins, good quality fats, lots of whole grains, and lots of fruits and vegetables. It's also really important to make sure that in the winter months you are eating more warming foods. So what this means is you need to eat less raw foods and more cooked foods like soups, stews, and broths. Also, in the winter months, it's important to cook with more warming spices that can really stimulate your immune system. So these include turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, and garlic. Tip number 2 is immune supportive nutrients. There are a couple vitamins and minerals that are really necessary for optimal functioning of the immune system. So we are going to talk about 4 today. The first one is vitamin C. Vitamin C is a natural antioxidant that has been shown to reduce the severity and duration of colds. You can find vitamin C in citrus foods, in broccoli and peppers. You can also supplement with vitamin C. If you are looking to supplement, the ideal dosage is about 1,000 milligrams for maintenance dosage. Now, it's really important to make sure you take vitamin C at the onset of a cold. So right when you feel like you're about to get sick, you need to take your vitamin C. You can also up the dose because that's when it works best. Now, be careful if you take too much vitamin C. It does have a bowel tolerance, so you may experience loose stools. Second immune supportive nutrient is zinc. Zinc is a mineral that really helps the manufacturing of immune cells. It has been shown to reduce the incidence and severity of respiratory illnesses like pneumonia. And so zinc can be found in meat, in legumes, and in seeds. If you are looking to supplement with the zinc, you can take about 15 to 20 milligrams for daily maintenance. Now be careful to take zinc on an empty stomach, because if you do, you will feel very nauseous. And also, if you take zinc on its own for too long of a period of time, you may experience a copper deficiency. So it's really important to speak to your naturopathic doctor before you do start supplementing with any of these nutrients. The third immune supportive nutrient is probiotics. So 70% of your immune system lies within your gut. And as I said earlier, part of those external defenses within your immune system are that beneficial gut bacteria. And so if you have an altered intestinal microflora, you may notice that you're getting sick more often. So if you're looking to supplement with a probiotic, make sure you find one that has higher dosages of the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium strains, because those are the ones that have been shown to really reduce the severity of respiratory illnesses. The fourth immune supportive nutrient is vitamin D. Vitamin D is super important for our immune system. Now, living in Canada, a lot of us are deficient in vitamin D, and low levels of vitamin D have been linked to a lower functioning immune system. So you can find vitamin D in fish, you can also find it in eggs and in cheese. Most importantly, you'll find vitamin D from the sun. Now, if you are looking to supplement with vitamin D, it's really important that you get tested first to see where you are on the scale, and this can help determine how much vitamin D you need to supplement with. Tip number 3 is immune boosting botanicals. So immune herbs are great for deep immune activation. They really help to modulate and balance your immune system up or down, whatever is required. And so there's 2 immune herbs I want to talk about. The first one is astragalus. So astragalus is an immune herb that helps to support the immune system, especially in times of stress. It's a great antiviral, antibacterial in nature, so it's great to take for a depleted immune system, especially during the change of seasons. The second immune herb I want to talk about is Panax ginseng. So Panax ginseng is great to take at the beginning of fall to really help those immune cells develop and mature so that you're not getting sick as often during the fall and winter months. Tip number 4 is immune boosting medicinal mushrooms. So medicinal mushrooms are really great for strengthening those internal and external defenses within the immune system. So 2 mushrooms I want to talk about. The first one is reishi. So reishi is a great antibacterial, antiviral, and antioxidant. It's great to take for chronic sinus congestion, allergies, and bronchial asthma. The second mushroom I want to talk about is cordyceps. So cordyceps is great for a depleted immune system, especially one that's really affecting your lungs. So in things like COPD and asthma. Tip number 5 is to use a humidifier. So viruses that can cause the common cold survive better in the winter months due to the lower humidity. And so when you add a humidifier to your work or home environment, it can really help to decrease the dryness so that these pathogens aren't able to survive in those places, and this will result in you not getting as sick as often. Tip number 6 is to manage stress. So stress has really been shown to have a negative impact on your immune system. Cortisol, which is your stress hormone, spikes during periods of high stress, whether it's physical or emotional. Cortisol has been shown to really suppress your immune system. So if you feel that you are overexerting yourself in a physical, emotional, or mental level, that could be one of the reasons why you are getting sick quite often. And so it's really important to listen to your body and rest when it's telling you to rest. Tip number 7 is to maintain a regular sleeping schedule. So sleep is so important for healthy functioning of our immune system. Our body needs about 8 hours of sleep a night. It was actually found that immune cells were reduced during decreased amounts of sleep. So people who got less than 6 hours of sleep a night had a decreased immune response. And so make sure to create that regular sleeping schedule and make sure you get 7 to 8 hours of good, restful sleep at night. Tip number 8 is hand washing. So make sure to regularly wash your hands. Germs can really find their way on many surfaces that we're touching on a regular basis, like doorknobs and poles on public transit. So when you are washing your hands, make sure to lather with soap and water for a good 20 seconds, and then you can rinse with some warm water. So as you can see, the immune system plays a crucial role in protecting us from getting sick from the pathogens that we're exposed to on an everyday basis. Two very important defense mechanisms within our immune system are those external and internal defenses. Once those external defenses fail is when those internal defenses will come into play. Once those fail, now the pathogen can enter our body and we can get sick. So if you feel that you are suffering from a weakened or compromised immune system, try out these 8 tips to strengthen your immunity. Comment below with your favorite tip that you are eager to try, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.